everyone, I'm Smriti and I'm a head coach with Leverage Edu. Leverage Edu is India's best university admissions service, and we help you turn your dreams into reality. So, for all of your study abroad concerns, you can come visit leverageedu.com, get all of them resolved, and have the best experience. So, today we are going to be talking about data analytics and what a career in data analytics means like. And how I'm going to go about this is that first I will talk about what is data analytics because there are a lot of misconceptions out there about what is data analytics. How is it different from business analytics? How is it different from data science? What kind of skills do we actually require in data analytics? What is the scope of data analytics? And what does a career in data analytics look like? And that's going to be the flow of the session for us today. So let's start with the first important question that we have at hand, and that is what is data analytics, right? So, what is data analytics? It is a discipline that's focused on extracting insights from data. So, all of us are familiar with big data. We have heard of the term, we have heard of companies like Google and Microsoft extracting data from us. We have heard of various scandals leaking our data. And therefore, we are all familiar with the idea of data existing. And all of this data that these companies collect and all of the data that exists as big data provides a lot of insights into a lot of things. It is with the help of data that we, or researchers and statisticians and mathematicians, have been able to predict different peaks of the COVID pandemic. It is through the help of this data that they have been able to develop insights into which vaccine is effective and which vaccine is not effective. So data analytics is basically this discipline, which focuses on extracting information from data. And therefore, what data analytics includes is different tools and techniques of data analysis and data management. It includes the collection of data, organization of data, storage of data. So all of these multiplicities and not only data analysis is a part of data analytics, right? And what is the aim of data analytics? It aims to supply different kind of evidence that's based on facts, evidence that's based on statistical analysis to different kinds of technologies and to different kinds of companies and to help them find trends and solve problems. You might be wondering as to how data solves problems, right? But if a company is able to track and figure out with the help of data where users are spending the most time or where they are stuck, the company can improve its product on the basis of that data by figuring out that trend from the data and making that decision, right? So data analytics has become extremely important, and it has help businesses shape their processes, improve their decision making and business results. And we can see that right from the tech industry to the consulting industry to the pharmaceutical industry, every industry today is based on data. And hence, having data analytics capability is something that can open multiple avenues and career opportunities for you. So what does data analytics then finally draw from? It's just not singular, it is not uniform. It draws from a range of disciplines, right? It includes computer programming, it includes mathematics, it includes statistics, and you have to be able to interpret that data, right? You have to describe, predict, improve performances. So the team that performs data analytics just like dabbles in a lot of data management techniques. They indulge in data mining, they indulge in data cleansing, transformation, modeling, and many more, right? Often we confuse data analytics with multiple other things, and now I'm going to provide you a distinction. Now, what is the distinction between data analytics and data analysis, right? They are frequently used interchangeably, but data analysis is a very small subset of data analytics. And it's only concerned with examining the data, cleansing it, transforming it, and modeling it. Data analytics also includes all of the tools and techniques which we are using to perform data analysis. Now, what's the difference between data analytics and data science? This is also something that's extremely important because data science and data analytics are closely related, but they are not interchangeable. Data analytics is a component of data science. So in the previous one, data analysis was a subset of data analytics, right? Now here, data analytics is a subset of the bigger set, which is data science. And data analytics is a component, and it's used to understand what an organization's data looks like, and the outputs are reports, visualizations. Data science takes the outputs and studies the whole problem, and provides solution to the same, right? So the difference is time scale. While data analytics describes current historical state of reality, data science uses that data to understand and predict the future, right? And understand the future. What's the difference between data analytics and business analytics? Business analytics is also a subset of data analytics, right? Business analytics uses data analytics techniques, which are data mining, statistical analysis, predictive modeling, to drive better business models and decisions, right? Um, while data analytics can have multiple, uses besides just business decisions. Now that we've clarified what actually data analytics is and how different it is from all of the other data that we find out there, we need to understand why we should choose a career in data analytics at this point of time, right? There are practical reasons a career is very appealing, and some of them might be that there are very high average salaries in data analytics. It's a very, very fast growing industry with skilled workers in demand, and there is a lot of room for career advancement. And career growth is something that every professional desires within their career, right? But besides that, a lot of other factors. So these would just be the materialistic factors, right? It will give you a better salary, it will give you, more growth, and it's a very growing industry, so you'll have better opportunities. But besides that, what can also be a good vantage point within a data analytics career is the fact that you would have satisfying and challenging day-to-day work. And that would be focused on problem solving. So you would actually be solving problems that people face in their day-to-day lives. And therefore, that leads to better satisfaction. The work within the data analytics industry or within any industry in the data analytics section is both a mix of technical work and interpersonal communication work. So it's a balance between the two and doesn't have to be one over the other, right? Now, technical skills which you have, like programming, which you develop while building a career in data analytics, they're very easily transferable to many other careers. And therefore, if at some point of time you want to switch or you're thinking of building a career in some other sphere, totally different sphere, that would also be a possibility. Data analytics is one career which can often offer you work from home flexibility. So if that is something that you have in mind as a requisite from the career that you are looking to build and you would like to work remotely, then data analytics is a career that can offer you that. And there are very few mandatory qualifications here. So the employers are interested in skills. So if you can showcase the skills through probably a degree or through a certification, then you're very likely to get the job that you want, right? And there are very many learning resources out there. You can learn everything from different universities, different other sources. There are also a wide variety of roles that are available in the data analytics space, right? So these are possibly reasons why a data analytics career is a lucrative choice, and it should be something that you consider while you're thinking of building a career for yourself. Now, let's talk about what the most popular job roles are in data analytics, right? You can have, and you can work as an analytics manager. You can work as a business analyst for only information technology, business and intelligence analyst, data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, project manager, market research analyst, operations research analyst, quantitative analyst, senior business analyst, statistician as well, right? And if you look at the average salaries that are provided in the developed world would range and would be higher than $50,000 for the year. So that would be the average range of salaries within this. And the higher, the outliers would also be extremely high. So depending on your skill set, you would be able to command a higher salary. Now, since we're talking about skill set, it becomes also important for us to understand what are the most important skills that are required for you to build a career in data analytics. And now, um, of course, soft skills are extremely essential, right? So, to be able to work in a team, to be able to communicate effectively, to be able to deliver on outputs, all of these are really, really essential. All of these soft skills to be able to empathize with people, so that you are given leadership positions and you are able to cultivate that career for yourself. Those skills will obviously set you apart, but there are certain foundational hard skills also that are extremely essential while you're building a career for yourself in data analytics, right? And these skills, if you pick up these skills while you're working on your graduation or through a course, they will help you immensely. And the first is Python. Why Python? Python is currently one of the most commonly used programming language, and hence it's extremely, extremely important to be able to understand Python, right? So if you have a solid understanding of how to use Python for data analytics, it'll be required for many, many more roles, not just the data analytics roles that you're looking for. So if you understand and know Python, even if it's not a required skill for you while performing data analytics, it will give you an upper hand, right? Because it'll show future employers the value you can bring to their company. So if you're able, like if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to understand, Python will help you to manipulate and analyze data. It will help you to understand the concept of web scraping, data collection, start building web applications, right? So understanding the fundamentals of Python can be extremely good in the long run for a data analytics career. Now let's talk about the second skill that's extremely important for a career in data analytics. That would be structured query language, right? So working with data sources is an extremely necessary aspect of data analytics, right? So even early in your career, you would need to know what is the meaning of SQL. You would need to know SQL, like what is SQL, right? It's a major component of these positions, that data analytics positions that exist. So you have to listen to you'll listen to hiring managers talk about SQL and talk and ask you how exposed you are to that database and how exposed you are to working with such databases. So the experience you'll get in SQL courses, it'll give you a great foundation. So like Python, SQL is also a relatively easy language to start learning, and even a little SQL will go a long way. So knowing the basics will give you a confidence to even deal with larger databases, right? To obtain the important information, to mine the data that you need actually to be able to solve the problems that you have at hand. The next would be data visualization skills, right? So knowing how to visualize data and communicate the results is extremely it's a huge competitive edge for job seekers, right? Because you need to be able to make that data palatable for people to understand. Because even though you would be someone who's from a data analytics background and someone who knows how to interpret that data, you will probably encounter clients and people who do not come from the same background. And for those people, data of all sorts is kind of like a taboo and they want to stay away from that. So to make that data, to visualize that in a form that's palatable to those people and understandable to those people, it's a hugely advantageous skill, right? And regardless of the career path that you choose, of all of the multiple, opportunities and all of the multiple careers that I spoke about, whichever career path that you choose out of those, being able to visualize and communicate insights related to your company's services or your own self, it's an extremely valuable skill set, and it will help employers notice you, right? So in a way, we can see that data scientists are people who translate that data for other people in the organization and help them draw conclusions from their data sets, right? So you can go ahead and look into probably building for yourself a career in any of these um, in any of these skills, by learning any of these skills in the data analytics industry, and explore the multiple, explore the multiple job opportunities that I have spoken about. And especially with these skills, I would again emphasize that these are hard skills that are essential for a good career and for a fulfilling career in data analytics. But that does not take away from the fact that soft skills are also extremely essential, and they will facilitate your working in diverse teams and your climbing leadership positions and being able to adapt to the challenges that you face in the dynamic nature of the data analytics world, right? Now let's talk about what are the top colleges abroad where you can learn data analytics and data visualization. And I'm going to talk about the top colleges, right? The best, out of which when you graduate, you have the highest salary and you have great prospects of employability. The first would be MIT, and it is an expensive college, but there are also a lot of scholarships that MIT offers to people, especially women. If you are a woman who's in STEM and looking to pursue data analytics, there are multiple scholarships available, and you can probably look at those. The second one would be Imperial College London. Imperial College London is a great opportunity because all of Europe and especially UK has recently started with like a 2 year post study work visa that gives you a lot of time to be able to find a job, to be able to settle. And working for 1.5, 2 years would also enable you to probably convince the company that you work for to help sponsor your work visa at a later point and therefore help you continue to work in UK for a longer time. The second would be Imperial London. Then we have UT Austin, Essex, France. If you're someone who's looking to explore Europe, Essex, France is a great opportunity. University of Melbourne, University of Warwick, IE Spain, USC, UC Dublin, Edinburgh. UC Dublin is in Ireland, and it is not a course that is extremely expensive, right? So Ireland is a country which has public universities, and therefore the cost of education is less. So if you're someone who has financial constraints but also wants to study abroad, then you see Dublin is a great opportunity for you because the cost of education in Ireland is a little less compared to the United States of America or other places in Europe and UK. And what Ireland also allows students to do is to work simultaneously while they're studying some fixed hours. So you're able to make up for your living costs. And Ireland also provides a lot of scholarships, and that can also be a good way and avenue for you to be able to finance your education on your own. Then Edinburgh. So these are universities that are spread across the whole world, and they are the best, they're among the best universities in the world. Besides that, now let's talk a little bit about what the application to these data analytics courses goes like, right? So there are two ways that you could go about learning data analytics or getting a degree or certification in data analytics. One would be a bachelor's degree. The second would be a master's degree, right? Bachelor's degree in data analytics would need you to have SAT scores. So you would need to give the SAT and then fill in the application for undergraduate universities, undergraduate courses at these universities. And the application would ask of you all of your extracurriculars, your leadership positions, and probably some essays describing your motivation as to why you would want to, study and be in data analytics as a field and what excites you about it. The second way to go about it would be through a master's course. Masters, even like your bachelor's could be in anything. You would have special advantage if you have done programming in your bachelor's or if you've studied economics or statistics or mathematics. So these courses would have an advantage because data analytics, a master's in data analytics has some prerequisites. So you are supposed to know calculus, linear algebra, statistics, mathematical models, and a bit of basic computer programming because these are the basic requisites, and these form the base of any advanced degree in data analytics. These form prerequisites. So anybody with an engineering degree, economics degree, mathematics degree, statistics degree can apply. If you're someone who does not have any of these degrees but is really interested in data analytics, then If you are able to do some certification courses online, also would work with respect to these subjects. So probably in linear algebra or basic programming, etc., etc. Then there are colleges which consider those also and count the credits for those courses and would give you admission. And the master's admission would also need you to have either a GRE or a GMAT score. So whichever exam you want to take, you could take whichever you think you have more chance of success in. And besides that, your application will need letters of recommendations, and your application is going to need some essays. And that's the whole like that's the process that happens for masters, and it is all online. All applications happen online. So that's with respect to the application process. The data science course is a little like the data analytics course is a little new course, but it has shown tremendous employment opportunities, and the employability of the data analytics graduates in these colleges, the top colleges of the world, has been great. It has been phenomenal. They have had very high average salaries, and therefore it is a good choice for you to be making if you're looking at it in terms of the investment in your career. So this is all these, and the variety of these colleges tells you that data analytics is a field that is spread across the world, right? So some colleges are in the US, some colleges are in Europe, some in UK, some in Ireland. So they're all spread across. There's colleges in Australia as well, right? So that's extremely important for us to understand, because what happens is that the developed world, like the entire developed world, has great opportunities in terms of data analytics, because they have many applications for data analytics. Now let's talk about the best for jobs across geographies, right? So we have covered the best of colleges across geographies. Now the best for jobs across geographies, the first would be the United States of America, where after a postgraduate degree in data analytics, average salary of the graduate is around $112,000. Switzerland, the average salary would be around $110,000. Norway, $87,000. Australia, $66,000. Canada, $55,000. Germany, $54,000. South Africa, $54,000. France, $48,000. Netherlands, $46,000. UK, $45,000. So if you look at the range, right from $45,000 to $110,000, the range is immense. And the range is immense because the skill set is differential. And the higher your skill set, the better your experience. The better your experience, the more the company values and pays you, right? But the fact that these jobs are spread across geographies also goes to say that it's data analytics is a pan-continental, you would say, pan-continental field, and has pan-continental applications, which will further make your job even more interesting. So if you're somebody who's looking to build a career in multiple places, or would want to work in different countries, then at that point, like if that is something that you're considering, then data analytics would be a good choice for you, because it is going to facilitate transferability, right? So from United States of America, you move to Switzerland, from Switzerland, you move to Norway, and that's like you keep exploring the world. Leverage Edu also offers the first free consultation. So if you're looking to go and build a career abroad and looking to turn your dreams into reality, you should go to leverageedu.com and book your free consultation. Thank you.